There's a hole drawn or scratched in with a screw, and these are exactly 14 inches, all of them, and the measurements are the same, the locations or positions are the same. Now the subwoofer calls for a cutout of 13.89, I think it is, so not quite 14 inches. I think 14 is going to be fine because of the ledge of the subwoofer, you know, got some thickness to it. It's like 13, and I don't know, it's not much less than 14. But when I cut it, I'm going to kind of favor the inside of the line, so that'll leave something really close to 13.89. And I can't do it on the table. It's too tall. It needs to be on the ground, I think. Let me chest real quick. I don't know. I'd rather do it on the table if I can. That puts me trying to work like this. But if I put it on the ground, that means I got to pick it back up. And it is not heavy, but it's big. It's hard to get a hold of and lift. My wife's at work, so I can't call on her for the assistance right now. So I think I'm going to try to do it up here. Yeah. We'll see. Regardless, I got to drill some holes. I'm going to start right over here at the edge. And we'll see what happens. Well, guys, Joe's collar here is stripped out and it won't hold on to a blade anymore. Just kind of gets mashed potatoes all over his face. This thing is old as Methuselah. I think it may be time to go put him into retirement and replace them with something a little faster and a little more streamlined. I've been trying to keep the old boy going for a long time, but this screw stripped out. I can't get blades for the thing anymore. I have to use the wrong blade. But yeah, it's time to replace him. Dang it, that's one more thing to add to my finances and also my time. Pretty much the first power tool a kid ever gets is either a drill or a jigsaw. And the first one I ever had was a jigsaw. Just a cheap electric jigsaw. I built everything with that. Well, I figured it'd be cheap, but yep, this right here ate up the rest of my reserves. 55 bucks with taxes and all. Man, jeez. See how I roll though. I got all my power tools back here in the back of the top. I came to Harbor Freight expecting to find a, $25, $30 cheap corded jigsaw. And that ain't the case, man. Maybe I should have went to Walmart. I wish a buck were still silver, and it was back the country, it was strong. Song stuck in my head, man. Back before the Vietnam War came along, before the Beatles and yesterday, when a girl still could, still would. Rest of free life behind us now. Are the good times really over for good? Are we rolling downhill like a snowball headed for a hill? No kind of chance for a flag, a Liberty Bell. Hey guys, check out over there. If y'all can see them, you will in a second. They got these trailers over there. Right there they are. They want like 5,000 or 6,000 a piece for them. Here you go. The main Bass Pro building here is Springfield, Missouri. You guys like Bass Pro hunting and fishing, this is the big one. This is the monster right here. I wish a buck were still silver. A joint, a bad place to be. And it was back before Nixon lied to us all on TV. Now let's get her done, guys. It ain't gonna do itself. Let's see what we got here in this here Bauer orbital jigsaw box. I got a little bit of dead tree and got some more dead tree and one of those things, like you're actually going to use this to make straight cuts. What the hell's wrong with these people? Got one corded jigsaw. Got a little thing to suck the dust up if you got a vacuum. And I'm looking for a tool. They did not include any blades. I do have some though. This one here goes to a Warrior. I'm hoping it fits. I didn't even think to ask. May have to go back to the damn store. We'll find out. I don't know how this works. How does this work? Oh, wait, there's a tool. What is that? No, that's a little thing to line your line up. Okay. There's a little, it's a little spring-loaded deal there. So, I guess you push that little spring-loaded deal forward, and then you shove your blade in there. Well, that didn't quite work. Let's try that again. I think it needs to be on its
forward orbit. There it goes. Hey, that's cool. So the Warrior blades do fit in the bower deal. Alright. Keyless thing. I got a lock, so if you're cutting along, you can push that button. There's I guess that may be the orbital switch, I don't know. And you got these little deals here. 1, 2, 3, I think that's the orbital, maybe that's the orbital amount. I don't know, it's a freaking jigsaw. What'd you think it was going to be? Alright, so if you got it set over here all the way that way, the blade just goes in and out, and this way the blade orbits, and of course anything in the middle is less orbiting. I don't know, we're going to find out how good all that orbiting is. Let's put it in here and let it pick up where Joe Biden left off. And we'll figure out for sure what to name this thing. Alright, I'm going to tell you right now. Big difference. Like, holy cow. We have ejected something off of here. What is this? What is this little piece right here? I don't know where this goes. It just fell off. Oh, I think this is for that stupid attachment that I was looking at that goes for cutting straight lines with a crooked saw. We're going to just leave that off of there because I don't reckon I'll ever use that thing. Guys, this thing will cut way faster than what I'm willing to push it. There's the other one. The other one fell off of there. I'm going to put that one over there too. We don't need either one of them things. They're still cutting without them, so we don't need them. Shit, let's switch hands here. Got to get over here in a different position. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it's kind of turning sideways there a little bit. Thingamajigger is stationary, it's not moving. Huh. I'll have to take that screw out right there because it's going to hit that screw. Let me get my drill. Ran into that on the other side too, but we'll deal with that as we have to. Son, this thing cuts fast. Like, I ain't even joking, man. It's a race car. mean, I could call it Trump, but you know, I don't reckon it really fits. How about McQueen? Oh no. Wait a minute. You guys remember the movie back from the 80s called Stroker Ace with Burt Reynolds and Jim Neighbors, a whole bunch of other, Lonnie Anderson and all them in it. That was a hell of a movie. We can call it Stroker. I like it. We'll go on with Stroker. Stroker! Y'all meet Stroker. Got another screw to back up on this side. I forgot how a good jigsaw felt to run. That was some pretty shitty cutting, but it's all, it wasn't the saw's fault. We got her done. See if I can get this wheel out of here. Square hole. There we go. Son! Look out! Let's see if we can break these screws with this hammer. Sometimes you can, I don't know like these. Screw them in and bend them to one side and they go hard and they break. There it went, snapped right up. Now here's the thing. I had some more plans, but the purchase of old Stroker Ace here severely reduced the budget that I had set aside for some of the other stuff I was going to do, even though it wasn't expensive stuff. That pretty much cleaned me out. So yeah, there's that. I guess we're going to get to work on working with what we got, which is the port. And it's above 40 degrees today, so we should be able to glue safely. I'm going to get that put together. Let's get that wood cut. Y'all look it up. Stroker Ace. Burt Reynolds. Now the music, the song, was done by Charlie Daniels. You can find the song. Charlie Daniels Band. Listen to that. But the movie was Burt Reynolds. Good stuff. We're gonna cut this sucker down to 16. That's what the other one is. Now, it wasn't a port measurement. I actually, whenever I laid this out, the cut list and laid it out, I had it figured to where I could get all of this out of those pieces of lumber, and it's happening. So there's that. I thought I was running short, but that's because my brain was being dumb. Y'all ever had a bad case of dumb brain? Son, I fight with that every day. Every day. Sometimes I'll wake up, walk in the kitchen and go, why the hell am I even in here? What am I after? Then I have to go back to the bedroom, stand there for a few minutes to figure it out. Oh yeah, now I remember. Oh yeah, I might want to draw a line. Hey dumbass, you might want to draw a line so you can see what you're doing. Y'all supposed to tell me whenever I'm doing something stupid. Nobody spoke up. Y'all were just sitting there watching, laughing, going, let's see how far he goes before he figures out he didn't draw a damn line. Yeah, that's how far I got. I got that far. All right. It's always easier when you're going to cut a line to actually have a line to cut. And elsewise you're cutting an imaginary line, and that's not going to work out very well. I'll assure you it will not be straight. This is a horrible setup, but probably going to regret this. But I think we're going to make it work. Let's try it and see what happens. All we can do is fail, right? You should never start a saw that's already in the wood. Now, we faked it, y'all. We got it. Let's see here. I mean, it is a port, you know, this end is going to not be hitting anything inside there, but that is 16 inches. We're good. Highway rolling down the hill. No kind of chance for flag Liberty Bell. Son of a bitch. Alright, now we need to insert Johnny 5. I got this one sitting in here. It's gonna do a little twisty turny, you know, and then slippy slide, flippy flop, and then we're gonna have it in there. We gotta put some glue on it, put some screws in it, and then Bob's your uncle. hitch. All right. I think the way to do this is to put a lot of glue everywhere and hope that some of it gets in between the two boards I'm trying to stick together. Yep. It was back when the country was strong. All right. Back before Nixon. I could draw a line. That makes it almost sound like I know what I'm doing if I drew a line. Well, I gotta watch that. Y'all be thinking I'm smart. And then I'll have to do smart stuff. Man. Y'all don't pay any attention to the fact that I'm gonna draw a line here. I also need to know where the thing's lined up straight at, so I guess a line is kind of a thing. Yeah, I need to make at least a mark, don't I? Alright, let's make a mark. Let's figure this out. Gotta have something to square it up with. So we're at 19 and a half. Let me look at something real quick. Yeah, that's right. So inside, we're at 19 and a half. So we're going to come back here on this side and make us a 19 and a half mark. And then same thing on the other side. Well, I could have put this board in here in my way. That would have worked out real good, wouldn't it? Just double checking here. Yeah, we're at 19 and a half. Holy crap. I actually have two measurements that are the same. That's good. 19 and a half. Back there. Alright. Now at least we have a general idea of where the damn thing goes. Alright, let's make a line down here. On the floor. Get out of the way, board. Make another one over here. Just like so. At least we got a reference now, huh? That's something. I'll do it on top too, huh? Yeah. Shit, I might as well. While I'm doing it, that makes screwing it easier. You know, don't get to thinking I'm a professional though. Just because I'm making lines, that does not make me smart. For example, if I measured in here and it's 19 and a half and then I hook it up here, it's going to be wrong, right? Yeah, it's thicker up here. Got that extra wood there. So up there we're at 20 and a quarter, which I already knew that. It's actually not 20 and a quarter. It's supposed to be. It's like, actually, yeah, it's like 3/16. Close enough. We'll go ahead and draw us a line up here. Put us some marks up here. At 20 and a quarter on this side. Just so we can say we did, because, you know, we're pretending like we know what we're doing. Over here, it's about 20 and an eighth. It ain't perfect. I knew there was going to be a little bit of variance, but if in this big old box all we got a variance is 1/8 of an inch on the ports, I say we're singing the right song. It ain't gonna get no better than that. Let's make sure we're using the straight side of this here crooked board. Up there, and we'll get us a reference line here. I'm not even sure. I got to think about what side of the line the board goes on, but I know it goes on this line, so We got the line for a reference and we're in good shape. That was a piss poor line. Okay. All right. So the board's going to go on the outside of the line in all cases. Anything inside the line is port. We don't want the board there. So now we can put some glue down here and then smear some glue on the stick. I got the hammer somewhere. We can hammer it in the right spot and then shoot screws in there, and we'll be good to go. And I got my screws here handy. By the way, I'm using the recycled screws that I pulled out of my last install for the construction of the box. The new screws that I've got that I hadn't been used yet, I'm saving those for till I run out of recycled screws, because it's just dumb to throw away screws. Some of those screws I pulled out have been in 2 or 3 times. They're a little wallered out, but they'll work good for sticking this box together. You know, all I gotta do is go in one time and then one more time and they'll be home forever. And they're T20 whatevers, so they'll be fine. Gotta put glue there, put glue on the side, put glue on the top. The bottom and the top are the easy parts. This part right here is going to be a pain in the butt. Glue's just going to go everywhere. We'll do that part last. And by the way, I have my glue inside the house hold all this time, so it's nice and warm. And it's above 40 out here today. So hopefully we're in prime glue functioning territory today. Let's get some in here on the bottom for that purpose. I know y'all can't see, I'm sorry. You can look at my butt. Well, I don't have a butt, so y'all can check out the area where my butt's supposed to be. I went ahead and shot some on the side there, so run a little bead up it. So between this bead right here and that bead, we should have some glue action. All right, let's get it inside before all the glue falls off. Come on now, get on up in there. Yeah, it don't go all the way, so we don't get glue on the back side. Look, you got one job. Alright, we're getting it in the right area. Now we need to get the gentle persuasion device. We got it partially in place. We can attach the parts that are in the right spot, and then we can manipulate a little bit, work on the other spots. There it is. I'd like to walk this over a little bit. Actually, that looks pretty good. Now let's get the bottom lined up, and then the top will be pretty dang close. No, I didn't put a line on the inside. I can't look too smart. You guys will be expecting all kind of smart things. Sound like my drill battery's dying on me. That's the sad battery. It's not the best. This one here will slam it in the gear. The hell? Oh, the screws broke. The screw broke off in there. Alright. Now we got to get the bottom. A lot of flipping and flopping going on. That one missed.
sits. As in its current state, it is all put together, glued up. I'm just running this glue around the seams a little bit with my finger, kind of all this extra glue that's in here, and just kind of squishing it over to the side, using it, you know, kind of like a crack filler, I guess, just shoving it around in here, getting it somewhere where it might actually be helpful rather than just rolling around in there in the floor. Essentially, I'm playing in the glue. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing with it. Now, it ain't perfect. I got off track up here a little bit. That saw runs so damn fast it outran my brain. Little bugger over here, you know, here and there. There's things aren't perfect. It's not perfect. There are mistakes were made, but overall, I think it's going to do the job. It's subwoofer box shaped, and if we can get it airtight and the speakers are sealed up and it doesn't flex, it'll be doing its job. So before I call it a day, as much as I would like to stop right now, I need to do a few more things while it's the weather's good. I need to get my wires run. It may seem like I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but trust me, that's something I need to get done while it's out here. I got to drill holes for that. I don't have the bolts that I want to use, nor the lugs. And I can't go get the bolts. Plus, I bought a new jigsaw. It ate up all of my little money for the little stuff. That's it. It tapped me out. Anyway, I need to look at it a while and have some more caffeine, and then we'll figure out what we're doing next. Alright guys, so as far as the box goes, where it's going to go in here, what I'm going to have is, can't get it yet, gotta wait on the money. I'm going to have a sheet of plywood that runs from here up like this, right? And on the back, and then I'm going to build up the base down here to hold it in the front. And 33 inches is the box height. So if I hold this to the roof, you can see 33 is right here. And that's just a little bit higher than this. So the box will stop right in here somewhere. Maybe about right there. It'll leave maybe 3 or 4 inches up here. And then that will hold it up and put it in that position. The box will be right about here where my hand is, somewhere in this area. And on top of the box, we're going to build up some bracing and get a piece of plywood that goes up to here and goes forward and covers up this sunroof, and to give that sunroof some protection. That's my plan, is to have that, and then I'll attach it up there somehow or another. I ain't worked that part out yet. So, but just to get the box in itself, I'm gonna need another sheet.
And it's going to take almost the whole sheet. It's about 6 feet or so to make that run. That'll leave me with a couple of feet of that sheet left to use in trim work, because I got to build a panel to come around here on the sides to come over to the B-pillar. I got to build that out, but I got to get the box in here first, figure out exactly where it's going to go, and then I can work out exactly how I'm going to close it in to the front, you know. But fortunately, hopefully, we've got all the gluing we need to do, the crucial gluing done, and everything else, it won't be as important. But I'm going to be using liquid nails extreme for pretty much everything else after this, to glue on any extra bracing or anything that I do here, as well as the wings and all the stuff I do in there. And that stuff can handle temperatures down to 22 degrees. So all I got to do is be, you know, above 22 and it'll set. It takes it a long time to set when it's cold, but it will set. And it's not terribly expensive. It's like $5 a tube. The thing is, when you bust a tube, you know, that's it. You're going to use that. Whatever you leave is not going to be any good. It sets up relatively quick, so it's $5 every time you glue something, no matter what it is. So I'll be saving up a whole lot of things to glue at one time, and then I'll bust a tube and start gluing it, you know. But as it is, we have a box, we have the foundation. Everything else is going to get built onto that box. Can't put it in yet. I'd love to be able to slide it in place, but I need another sheet of OSB, and you know, and I just don't have it. I need a full sheet, and that's like $35, and I don't have that. So now we play the waiting game. Subwoofers will be here tomorrow. I've got some I got some stuff for wiring that I'm going to be working on, and that's something I'm going to be working on while it's real cold and while I'm broke, because I got most of the stuff I need for that. I can get that done, get the amp rack done. I don't know where I'm putting it yet, but I can make it, and I can do that on the inside where it's not, you know, where it's not ridiculously cold. This is what it is.